Welcome to Fallout 76. This is Jim. In this video, we're going to take a look at the weekly challenges that we got. It starts on Tuesday, July the 9th, 2024. It goes to next Tuesday, July the 16th, 2024. Let's take a look at this week's weekly challenges. All right. So we got some good ones here. Wow. Many videos on my channel though help you guys out. I give you different ideas, different locations, easy areas, hard areas, everything. If you're a brand spanking new player to the game, if you're a returning player, even if you're an experienced player, there's a particular daily or weekly challenge that's giving you a hard time or trouble. I'm sure you'll find a video on my channel that will help you. Try to keep my videos as updated as I possibly can. And of course, you guys are awesome. The great comments and tips, which are greatly appreciated. Okay, take a look at this bad boy here. Epic. Collect a legendary module 20. So I did reroll completed daily ops while on a team, and I got this one here instead. Now, I don't know why we get an epic, and it's totally random. I've been asked the questions a couple times, and I can't really answer it. Sometimes when I reroll, it's just a regular. Other times I reroll, and it's an epic. Of course, when you get an epic, you obviously get more score for it. Now, you'll see generally I have more score than maybe some of you do. I do have a 50% boost on. I have a natural 25% boost from being a Fallout First member, and I used a score booster drink, which of course is an extra 25% that lasts for 24 hours. Now, of course, you can only use a score booster drink one at a time. So just an FYI. I usually do this when we have our Tuesday update, when we get new daily and weekly challenges. So just an FYI, this is what I decided to do. But in the real good time to do them is when, of course, they have double score weekends. That's always a good time to use score booster drinks. That's really pretty much the prime time. All right. Let's take a look at this epic one here. Again, collect a legendary module 20. So different ways we can collect a legendary module. If you do an expedition, I believe you can learn or earn legendary modules from completing an expedition. I'm not too sure about Atlantic City, but I do remember doing expeditions to the pit, and you will receive legendary modules as a reward. I think it's usually like 3 or 5 or something like that. Another way to get legendary rewards is off the season pass. Let's take a look at that. So here's our season 17 season pass. Now we do here on page 2, unfortunately it's for Fallout First members only, we can buy 10 legendary modules for 5 tickets. Let's go ahead and do that, see if it counts. All right, now let's back out, see if it pops up. Look at that. See how it popped up? Pretty cool, eh? Another good way to get legendary modules is, of course, over here, the good old rusty pick. Let's go ahead. It's a free fast travel. Now, if you do happen to get this particular daily challenge, I like to see a lot of people re-rolling it because I know not everyone's going to have a lot of script on them. You can just buy legendary modules from this person here. Go ahead and go trade. Let's go ahead, legendary modules. How many do we need there? I forget. Need 5 more. And again, you are using script buying this. I have all kinds. Again, it's up to the person. I can't see a whole lot of people doing it this way. I'm just showing you that is an option for you. Okay. What's next here, Jim? Let's go ahead. We're going to go back to our camp here. All right, back here at our camp. The next weekly we're going to take a look at is Craft Any Chems 6. So again, when you're crafting chems, chemistry workstation. Now we can find the chemistry workstation plan, if I can find it here, in various areas around the wasteland. Sometimes it's real hit and miss. Some people will sell the plant in their vendor. If you are new to the game, if you come up here to Morgantown, if you go to Fraternity Row, there's a house called the Pie House with the red door. I'm fairly certain, at least back in the day anyway, as soon as you entered that house, you started a little quest called Wasted on Nukashine. It's going to bring you all around Morgantown. It's going to bring you here to Big Al's Tattoo Parlor. You're going to do a couple little quests for Biv, the Robobrain downstairs. And at the end of that, Wasted on Nuka Shine, you will learn the plan for not only the chemistry station, but the fermenter and the brewing station. So just an FYI. Let's go ahead and go to our chemistry station here. We're going to go craft. We're going to go down here to healing. And probably the ones that I highly recommend, even if you have Red X on you that you get off of ghouls, you can get Red away off of ghouls. You can find stim packs all over the wasteland, mainly off of human enemies like cultists, communists, and blood eagles. So to make 2 diluted stim pack, 2 purified water, 1 stim pack. And the same thing with the Radaway, 2 purified water, 1 Radaway. Okay? But a lot of people have this stuff on them anyway, like a full bag of stim pack or a full bottle or bag of Radaway. And even the same thing, again, works for Radix. I just don't happen to have any on me. Now, we can go ahead and do this now, but there are some perk cards that will help us out when we are doing that. Let's go ahead and check that out. It is under Intelligence, and it's called Chemist. So you get double the quality when you craft chem. So this one here is highly recommended when you're crafting anything, especially for daily, weekly challenges. It definitely helps you out. And down here in luck, of course, when you do craft anything, it's always good to put super duper on if you have it. Even if you don't have 3 of them, you just have the 1, you still have a slight chance to get double results. Okay, but we're just going to go ahead and put this one on because I have it. Now you're going to go see what happens at the chemistry station now under healing. And you'll see the change. So instead of 2, we have 4. This is what the chemist card does, but it's the same requirements: 2 purified water, 1 Radaway, or 1 stim pack, or 1 Radax. This is just an example. So let's go ahead. We're going to make some stim packs here. Hopefully, just 1. It's going to count as 4, and I'm hoping that Super Duper will kick in and will get counted for extra. Let's go ahead and do it. Nope, it didn't work. So we got 4 or 6. That's fine. Super Duper did not kick in this time. That's fine. We only have a 30% chance anyway, so we got to craft some. There we go. So Super Duper kicked in that time. We heard the thunder and lightning, and we made it a little bit more, so that's fine. And when you do that, don't forget to put your perk cards back to where you had them. You guys know I'm pretty bad for that. Yeah, this way, Jim. This way, old pal. There we go. And we'll donate those later. Let's get something to drink. Passed it, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Okay, what's next? What else can we do in our camp? Let's go ahead, scrap Headwear 15. So again, you can find Headwear all around the wasteland. Again, it's totally random. If you're on a server with other people, they are looking for Headwear as well. So the places that I show you in my videos, there might not be anything there. So you'll have to server hop. It's just part of the game. We can find Headwear just up here close to Tyler County Fairgrounds. Right up on that hill, we'll come across a little kind of Easter egg for Alice in Wonderland. There's a table up there with some balloons, all kinds of Headwear up there. Another great place for some Headwear is, of course, down here at the Pleasant Valley Ski Resort in terms of the red knit hats. And, of course, we can craft our own Headwear at our armor workbench and then craft it there, scrap it there as well. All right, so let's go ahead. We are going to craft some Headwear. And again, it depends on how long I've been playing the game. But to be honest with you, a lot of the Headwear that I have here, I've never bought. I've always gotten for free from completing events, participation, and stuff like that. So just an FYI, you probably have Headwear and you don't even know it. Let's go ahead. We're going to craft some of these birthday hats here. Let's craft 5 of them. Okay, now let's back out. And now we are going to scrap them. And as you can see how they're counting, okay? And this is the Heartland Hiker hat. Again, this is part of the Heartland Hiker outfit that we got today, Tuesday, July the 9th, 2024. This is part of the free Fallout First item. for Fallout First members only for July 2024. So let's go ahead and scrap this bad boy. See, that counts as well. All right, let's go to Tyler County Fairgrounds, and we'll show you that little spot up here. Let's go ahead and fast travel. Now, unfortunately, this little spot is an unmarked location, so we'll have to run up the hill. But basically, you just head east. As soon as you spawn in here, you just head east. And just keep going. And to be honest with you, I've done this many times. There's not a whole lot of enemies I come across in this particular area, so that's just an FYI. Now, as we head east, we're going to see a little rock face kind of forming here. And we want to head around the north side of it. We're going to head up here. A lot of jumping. You don't need a jetpack to get up here. You can just jump up. You're going to see this big rock piece that's kind of sticking out. Looks like a big mouth. And basically, just over here, you'll see a little table area with some balloons. All kinds of headpieces here. Witch hat. Cowboy hat. Chef hat. Fisherman's hat. Now, I'm on a private server, so don't worry if I'm picking it all up, okay? Now, if you come here on your own server and it's already taken, just server hop, okay? It's just part of the game, is what it is. So there's quite a few hats there that we got, okay? And we also have some fancy lad snack cakes for eat cake, pie, or candy, FYI. All right, let's go to another spot here. We can find some pretty decent hats. Right over here at the Pleasant Valley Ski Resort. Let's pop over here. There's going to be a bunch of scorch here. We're just going to kind of blow by them the best we can. And I'm just going to pick up the red knit hats, okay? Now, again, same thing with the other spot. If you're on a public server with other people, if you come here and these hats are not here, that means somebody else already picked them up. So it's something you guys got to be aware of, okay? It's just part of the game. So we're going to head up through here. Into this area here. Going to be some scorched inside. There's going to be a red knit hat on the table here. Right here. Burp. Let's head up here. Ow. Ow. There's going to be a hat right there. Take a stim pack. There's going to be some hats in here as well. There's this fancy lad snack cakes there. Perfect. Should be another hat over here somewhere. It's right there. Perfect. Nice. Nice. What else we got here? You got anything back here, butts? Right, let's head back to our camp real quick. Because these guys are getting aggravated. Because they were pretty unhappy. Fire, will ya? Holy. See if we can fast travel quickly out of here. No, we can't. Come on, big money. Hopefully that guy just stays there. Counting down. Caution, we're good. Then we'll head back to our camp there. I just need to get out of there. Save a little bit of time anyway, right? Hopefully there's a workbench here. Should be. Well, it's an armor workbench too, even better. Just go ahead and go scrap these hats that we got. Bowler hat, chef hat, fisherman's hat, witch hat, the skiing outfit hat, the red caps we got, Rickshaw hat, just like that. Just like that hat. Yeah, I'm losing my mind. I am. Just like that. And a lot of those hats that you saw we got for free. Okay? Just an FYI. What's next here, Jim? Let's take a look here. What else can we do? Let's go ahead, take a camera picture of a Grafton Monster 1. So when it says take a picture, it's talking about the Pro Snap Deluxe camera. Grafton Monster can be either dead or alive. Great locations for Grafton Monsters is, of course, up here, Hemlock Holes. As soon as you spawn in, you jump over the building. Right up here, or sorry, down here, actually. You'll see a Grafton monster down here, roaming around. As well as maybe a couple snallygasters. Another good spot is right here, Charleston Train Yard. Okay, there's like a big rubble kind of area. There's always a Grafton monster down here as well. When you spawn over here, between the Charleston Capitol Building and the Somerville Dam, there's a little black river with an upside down hull of a ship. Another great spot for a Grafton monster down there as well. And one thing good about these Grafton monsters that I just showed you the locations of is even if you stay on the same server and you kill them, or somebody else kill them, you stay on the same server, there's a 30-minute cooldown, so they'll be back again 30 minutes later, FYI. So let's go ahead. We're going to go to the Charleston Train Yard and show you that spot. Alright, so you can go through the train yard if you so wish. You can go around, whatever you want to do. But there's the train station over there. And there's our boy right there. Okay, again, dead or alive, whatever you want to do, doesn't really matter. You just need a Pro Snap Deluxe camera, sorry. Of course, that's under our weapons section. This guy right here. Alright, it's lock and load just like a weapon. Alright, now when you use your Pro Snap Deluxe camera, you have to make sure it has a description of what you're taking a camera picture of in the top right-hand corner of the screen. If that's not there, it's not going to work. So see how I move it away, see how it disappears? And it comes back, so this is the most important part. Let's go ahead and take a picture. There. Take a picture of a Grafton monster 1-for-1. Now, I've had this camera for a very, very long time, and I started making videos back in the fall of 2022, but I do have several older videos of how to obtain the camera. I can't show you everything because I've had this camera for a long time, but I still go through all the paces of how to get this camera. But the real short and dirty version, basically, you just go to the Atomic Shop. Okay? Once it loads in, you go to the camp section, and then you go down here to utilities. And you'll see something here called the My Personal Terminal. So back in the day, this was free. I don't know if it costs anything now. Let me know in the comments. But back in the day, it was free. So once when you claim this, you build it in your camp. And you go ahead and you interact with it. And there'll be a little quest there called the Investigate the Suspicious Person. And once when you activate that quest, you basically back out of it. And once when you go to your, this screen here, at the top right-hand corner, you'll see Investigate the Suspicious Person. And you go to your map, and it'll have like a little diamond, okay, something like this, but it'll be like a full diamond. And that will be where Axel and Ann is. Basically, you go to that spot, and they'll have the broken version of this camera. You take it, go to your Tinker's Workbench. As long as you have the materials, you'll be able to craft this camera. Now, you have to be very careful with this camera, because if you drop it by mistake, okay, you'll lose it. It just destroys itself. So just an FYI. Okay? FYI. Alright. Now that we beat that to death, what's next, Jim? What is next? Let's take a look here. Goodness gracious. Claim my Workshop 3. So I made a video probably about 5 months ago. The video's not very long, but it's still timestamped. I show you just simple ins and outs of how to claim a workshop. We claim several workshops on that video. It's all timestamped, of course. We also defend the workshops and how they count as events. Sometimes you have to clear enemies to claim it. Sometimes there's no enemies at all, so you can just walk up to it and claim it. So again, any old workshop in the map will do. And you see I have one done already. It's because we did it during our daily challenge video, which is up here. Okay. We're going to go do some others. So let's pop over here. Silva Homestead. I usually like to kind of showcase the real easy ones. Again, it doesn't really matter as long as it's a workshop that you claim. You can claim any old one on the map, whatever one's that's closest to you at the end of the day, okay? All right, let's run down the road here to Billings Homestead. And there's usually 4 ghouls here, and these 4 ghouls are real easy. Clean the workshop, clear the enemies. Take those caps off you there, buds. Nice. I just go over here, claim our workshop. And again, as I always mention, most workshops will cost you 25 caps. Now, it's more if it's ever more than 25 caps and you're on a public server, but you're still able to claim the workshop. And you notice some stuff around the workshop, so that means the person who owned it before you had left the server if you're able to claim it. But you're going to be paying for that stuff that they built, right? Just to give you a retrospect, the most I ever paid for a workshop was 55 caps, but there's a bunch of turrets around, there's some floorboards, there was some traps, so just an FYI, just to kind of give you a retrospect what that could look like. Okay. Let's go to another workshop here. We got one more to claim. Where are we going to go here, Jim? Where are we going to go? And summer's nice and easy. All right, let's pop over here to Tyler County Dirt Track. And of course, we can't fast travel to a workshop until we own it. Of course, there we go. Once we claim it, we're getting the event to defend it. And that counts as an, completion of an event, so just an FYI. All right, clear the enemies from here. I like to kind of start out back because there's usually a couple ghouls back here. I'm not going to go bother chasing after those guys. Just here to kill them. Unless they happen to be in front of me, of course. Flammable brand mac and cheese, submachine gun, nice. Oh, there's one guy back there. Alright, let's go. Now again, this is a little bit more than 4, and that's fine. You'll come across that. Sometimes there'll be more enemies around. Not every workshop is the same. Sometimes they're inside buildings, so some of them, claiming the workshops can be a little bit harder. I like to kind of showcase the easy ones for folks. Or the easier ones, I should say. But normally anything in the forest is fairly easy, except for the junkyard. I find the junkyard can be a little difficult just because it's a huge area and there's a lot of little hidey holes that the enemies can kind of spawn and despawn in. It's a little annoying, but... yeah, there we go. Wait for that to do its thing. Like an overcast day here in the old wasteland. Taking forever there. Wow. Okay, there we go. Then workshop 3 for 3 done. What's next? What is next? All right, let's go ahead here. Wow, get a lot of cripples. Holy mackerel. Let's go ahead. Cripple, Protectron, Robobrain's Arm 18. So again, Protectrons, Robobrains. We can find Protectrons right up here at good old Clarksburg. Again, there's other robots up here as well. The lower section will have ghouls, but the upper section will have mostly Protectrons, but they'll also have Mr. Handy, so just an FYI. We can find some Protectrons down here at Beckley, right down here. Again, a little bit of a mixture. You find some Protectrons right over here, good old Sugar Grove. That's a pretty decent spot as well. And I believe you can find some Protectrons over here, Robco Research Center. And not 100% chance, but I have found Protectrons in the past. Where is it? Where are we at here? Oh, we're here. Artcos Pharma. Robobrains. We can find Robobrains down here at the Beckley Mine Exhibit. I would say 75% chance. And of course, down here at the Hawksbill Weather Station, you can find at least 4 Robobrains down here. So that's actually spawned down here this time. And go after those Protectrons. We're going to switch to a handmade as compared to this bad boy. This guy. Go ahead and lock and load. Alright, so again... Oops, weekly jump. Cripple Protectron Robobrain's arm, 18. So again, if we do it right, we can do the left arm, right arm. So if we do it right, and if our weapon isn't too powerful and they don't get destroyed off the first hit, we can you'll get credit for 2 cripples per Protectron or Robobrain. Left arm, right arm kind of deal. Sometimes it'll work, sometimes it doesn't. You can free aim if you wish. You can use VATS. I prefer to use VATS myself. And when you use VATS, there's a perk card that out under perception. It's called Concentrated Fire. It allows you to move your VATS around from head, torso, arms, and legs. Okay. There's one of our boys right there. Let's get a little bit closer, though. Now, hopefully, we do only have 304 ammo. But hopefully we can get this through. Let's... no, it's not going to work. Get over here. Still in caution gem. Left arm. Right arm. Right, there we go. Right arm. Right arm. Right arm. Do we get credit there? Okay, so we got 3. Credit for 3. Do we have the 4th one, Jim? That's what I want to know. Wait for it to pop up, because we're also getting the repeatable. No, we only got the 3. Okay, so there should be 2 more Protectrons here. There's our boy down there. Okay, let's do the left arm now. Here's get the right arm.
I really hope your will is up to date.
Let's go for the left arm. The right arm, I should say, because we got the left arm. That's why I prefer to use VATS myself, but if you're really good at free aiming, definitely do whatever you feel is comfortable for you. Alright, so there's 4, so that's pretty decent. So from those 4 Robobrains, we got 7. We could have got 8, but yeah. Alright, so let's pop over here to Beckley and see what we can find over here in terms of Protectrons and Robobrains. Now, if you're a lower level player, going to these harder areas you don't have to do. You can just stick it to Clarksburg and just keep server hopping that area until you complete it. Nothing wrong with that either. Like, it's definitely, you know, server hopping is your friend. If you come up here to Clarksburg or anywheres, for example, you clear them out. Just server hop, just go to another server and they'll spawn back in for you. Okay? You can do that as well. And of course, them being weekly challenges, you know, we have all week to complete them. Alright, so here's our Protectron. The other guy is a Mr. Handy, and he's a legendary, of course. Right arm. Left arm. Left arm. We are going to have to kill this guy as well. Yeah, something I always wanted there. Nice. I'm just joking, by the way. Holy. Now, you gotta be careful of that, too. When you do destroy a robot's arms, they'll explode. So unless you're a tanky person, like myself, you might get killed. Let's go up here. Let's lock and load here. Alright, so good stuff. We got our Robobrains here. Nice. Left arm. Left arm. Left arm. Okay, let's go to right arm now. Focus on the right arm. Right arm. Right arm. Let's go to the left arm. And this is all you have to do, right? If you're a VATS person like myself. Now, I'm not getting the damage that I would normally get because I'm on a heavy gunner build. Right now I'm using a rifle, but, you know, we're still doing, you know, pretty decent. Get to claim that workshop if we so wish. Alright, let's go this way here, and we'll look for some more Protectrons. It's a feral ghoul. Usually there's a guy right down here, kind of odd. Not get too close to that guy. Let's get on the main street here. See what we can find down here. Oh, there's our boy right there. Left arm, right arm. Alright. That guy's gonna call his friends there. What do we got here? Another Eyebot. Mr. Gutsy, it's fine. No other Protectron down there. That's okay. Let's go back this way. There should be at least one more here. It'll be one of those guys on the tracks. No, he's Mr. Handy. Let's check this side. Okay, good stuff. There's our boy. Left arm, left arm. Right. Just like that. Yeah, they explode. All explodey. Okay. How are we doing there with that anyway? So 17 of 18. You just need one more arm. What? One more arm, Jim. Go back to this. Let's cross our fingers. There's one here. No, Mr. Starbreaker down there. He's already destroyed. Let's go over here. I doubt it. Yeah, okay. Let's go to Clarksburg and finish this puppy off. Same kind of deal, you know, those 3 different types of robots you'll find up here. Lower section, don't bother with this big ghouls. You can't bother if you want, whatever you want to do. But we're just here for the robots. Holy jeez, tree, get out of the way, will you? Let's head up to the upper section. There'll be a couple Protectrons inside this building, but we're just going to hit the one that's outside here. We just need one arm. There's our boy there. Get this guy. There we go. Just like that, guys. Get up here and out of the way so they can't find us. Okay. What's next here, Jim? Doing pretty good for ammo there. Weekly. Cripple Mirelurk's limb 30. So again, mini great spots we can find some Mirelurks. We can find at least 6 up here. Toxic dried lake bed. We can find at least 5 or 6 grown Mirelurks down here. Ohio River Adventures. When you interact with the eggs that are down there, sometimes they collect the egg, or other times they explode and there's a little hatchling that comes out, and the hatchling is considered a Mirelurk. Okay? You won't come across an older video of mine where we go to Summersville, the house on the right-hand side. It used to be infested with Mirelurks. That, the graveyard, and along here. But that is no longer since a little over a year ago, but we can still find 4 Mirelurks down here. But you have to approach them because they're inside the water, then they pop out only when you get close enough. And of course, Mirelurks down here at Lake Reynolds. And right over here in the Skyline Valley region, Hemlock Springs Dump. Again, there's 3 Mirelurk Kings down there. It's a little bit more hectic. A little bit more hectic. Some Mirelurks down here at the Slumber Mill Hotel. A Mirelurk King will be down there, so FYI. So actually, let's go up here to the Toxic Dried Lake Bed. And one thing that's really good about Cripple Mirelurk's limb is, you know, head, torso, arms, legs, whatever. You just basically shoot at them at this point. Okay? We're going to try to do our best to get as many as we can. So let's do the left arm. We'll try to get as many as we can off of each one. So you see how we got 2 there? You can approach it whatever way you feel comfortable. Okay, so that's still counting. So we got 5 of 30, 6 of 30. Okay, perfect. So we got at least 2 cripples on each one, so that's pretty good. Alright, so there'll be 3 more down here. I'm hoping we don't have to go back for ammo. But we see a, let's get our friend here before the, and all I'm doing is just kind of moving the vats around. Oh, we got the Mirelurk Queen out there. What do you guys think? Oh. Nope. Yeah. Whatever there, Jimmy, old buddy. Let's hightail it out of here. She took that well. She did. No pun intended. Alright, Ohio River Adventures here. There should be 2 Mirelurks that are kind of roaming around. Go after some arms and legs. Where are these guys at? Okay. Yeah, that's weird. Usually there's 2 or 3 of them. Maybe they're just roaming around. Okay. Well, whatever, man. Whatever. Let's go this way. Then again, they could have killed... they could have killed them. Go to the adults here. So one thing we're really good about here is we do have these eggs. So unfortunately one was destroyed. So let's go ahead. Oh, they actually took that one. See how they destroy themselves there? And there's a little Mirelurk, baby Mirelurk comes out. So we go ahead and shoot him. And they will count as a Mirelurk. Let's see what happens here. Oh, he's heading to the water. He will come out after us. Let's go ahead and go. Now they're real small, so you got to be careful, but they're real easy. But I don't think we've gotten credit yet for this for these guys. You can do VATS on them, and it will kind of narrow it down, to the legs and the body parts. But oh, pick that one up. I don't think we got credit for any of those little guys. It can be a little harder. It's fine. At least we got the full-grown ones there anyway. All right, let's go to right down here at Lake Reynolds. We're actually going to spawn here in Lewisburg Station. Let's do that. Alright, so we're going to head over here. Now these guys here are a little bit harder, so just an FYI. We do have a Mirelurk hunter here. Get up on this if we can. Yeah, pretty good spot for 4 of them here. Mirelurk hunter you got to be careful of because he'll spit stuff out at you there. Not doing too bad. Could have been doing better though. Alright. Let's go to Summersville and I'll show you those 4 that are in the water. Now back in the day this was like a go-to spot for Mirelurks. Not anymore though, unfortunately. I keep the video around just for those of you who wish to kind of remember the good old days. But yeah, we're going to head down this way. And as I mentioned, the Mirelurks will be right in the water. And as you can see them, they're down there in the water. I don't think there's any down this side. Oh, what's this here? Could be just a rock. It is just a rock. Let's head up the road here. And you'll see them pop out. Alright. And sometimes there's another set of 2 down here, but they only pop out if you're close enough. You know what I mean? We'll see what happens. Get that guy out of the way. Oh, he's right there. See him? There we go. Good stuff. So you see how that works? We still have a couple here, just nowhere near as many as we used to back in the day. Alright, so actually what we're going to do is we're going to server hop. I'm not really in the mood to go down here and get pummeled by those 3 Mirelurk kings that gang up on you relentlessly. They are relentless down there. They're pretty brutal. So we're just going to go ahead and we're going to server hop. And unfortunately, it's going to be a little painful from here on forth. So we are going to go to a public server with other people. So again, we're in competition with other people looking for the same stuff. And I'm hoping we'll have success. So we're back here. Summersville, we're going to go head right back down here again. And we only have 30 ammunition left. Oh, okay, perfect. So we see them down here. So you see how they kind of spawn in like that? And as I mentioned, you know, server hopping is just part of the game. All right. We'll go down and get this. Oh, what was that? Burp. Now again, we could be picking up this soft-shelled meat as well, but is what it is, I guess. Yeah, there's our boy there. There we go. Okay. So that's the 3 that's there. Let's head back up here to good old toxic dried lake bed. Actually, someone's camps up there, so we're not going to bother. Let's go over here to, yeah, we'll just go do the lake rentals again. Just so we can kind of, even though we're kind of moving around a little bit here, because we have to, because there's just so many we need to do in this video. But again, you don't have to do it all in one sitting. It depends on, you know, whatever your life is. We have all week to do it, so.
Attention citizens. Nuclear
Alright,
strike
lock and
imminent.
load, Jim.
Please exit the area at your earliest convenience. Thank you for your cooperation.
There we go. Just like that. And you saw how we had the server hop. So even I have to do that once in a while myself. And it's just what you have to do. And you see how they just, spawn in again. So it's good that you guys see that as well. And, not just hear me, talk about it, preach about it, but see it in action, I guess. All right. That took a little bit longer than I wanted to. All right, so we can do these two almost at the same time. Plant a crop in a workshop or camp 25. So again, we can claim any old workshop on the map. As long as we have crops on us, we can plant them. But I highly recommend you plant crops at your camp. More so like corn and razor grain. At the end of the day, it's up to you whatever you want to put in your camp. But I recommend corn and razor grain because not only are they helpful, but we can also craft beer, alcoholic pop, beverages for those particular daily, weekly challenges that pop up as well. So one of the best spots for crops, of course, is usually my go-to is right here, good old Silva Homesteads. Let's pop over here. And we're going to get some as much corn as we can. Now, again, it might be a little bit harder because how we are on a public server with other people. There is a perk card that will help us out, not so much with the daily, because it's still only going to count as one, but green thumb twice as much when harvesting floor. So when you're a herbivore, it's definitely a must-have. So how many do we need here again? We need 25. Okay, let's go ahead. So we're going to get as much as we can. It's not going to help us with picking stuff up in terms of, counting for that particular challenge that pops up, but it's going to help us with this particular challenge that we're doing today. We're going to our camp and planting this stuff. Go ahead there. Now again, corn is something that has a condition bar on it, so just be aware that it will spoil. But I highly recommend corn and razor grain in your camp because it's just so useful to have. All right, how many is that, Jim? 34. More than enough, right? Let's head back to our camp here. Back to the camp. And there is light at the end of the tunnel. All right, so we're here at our camp. We have our corn. It can be razor grain. It can be tato plants, whatever you want to do, as long as it's a crop. Okay? You can build it in a workshop if you so wish, whatever you want to do. Just go ahead. We're going to go to our build menu. We're going to go down here to the food section. Right, these are different type of foods we can build in our camp as long as you have it in your inventory. And of course, you will need fertilizer. The main thing to remember when you do add crops to your camp, it does use up the camp budget. So make sure you have room. And if not, you can, always make room. Or you can just build it in a workshop, and that way you don't have to worry about it. Whatever way you want to do it, as long as it works, it's fine. I find crops is pretty good for clearing areas. See how that wood disappears kind of thing, and trees disappear. I find crops are pretty good at doing, displacing other things on your property, camp property, I should say. I don't plan on keeping all these. I plan on destroying them, but I always recommend keeping some around anyway. And that way there, you don't even have to leave your camp. You can just do it quick and easy. There we go. Plant a crop in a workshop or camp 25 for 25. Done. And you see how that... yeah, you see how that like chewed up the budget there? Pretty interesting, eh? Did I destroy my hat? I did destroy my hat. Huh. Right on, Jim. Good job. What's next? One more. Eat a cooked meal, 30. So again, there's many different ways. So we just got some corn. We should have some corn left over. We're going to go after some meat, and probably one of the best spots for meat is, of course, what we just did, going after all those Mirelurks. So we could have picked up all that Mirelurk meat and then cooked it. But just in case you don't have time for that, one of the best spots is right here in Flatwoods. So let's spawn here in Flatwoods. A lot of people are have their camps in around there on this server. That's odd. Usually you don't see that. So right here in Flatwoods, great spot for meat. Probably one of the best spots. Right over here with this house with the red diamond on it, they will come across some Brahmins. Let's go ahead. Make sure you pick up the Brahmin meat. He has quite a bit of Brahmin meat on him. Wow, 3 of them. Nice. There'll be 3 of them here. It's a little bit of a shame, but it is what it is. Survival of the fittest. All right, let's keep going because we're going to need quite a bit. Go up through here, get some more Brahmin. Now, if you do come here and you know these animals are killed, or you don't see the bodies, it's not necessarily they don't spawn anymore. It's just because someone like me just came across and just took them all up. So you can always server hop. It's part of the game. There's many times I've come here and there's nothing available at all. It's just it is what it is. Where did that go? There we go. Possum meat. I'm gonna go across here and get some more ramen. Another Brahmin meat, sweet. Oh, we're doing very well here. Get this last guy. Alright, so we got enough meat here. Let's head back to our camp. Hands down, Flatwoods, probably one of the best spots for meat. And even if you're a vegetarian, you don't have that. If you go to a spot and there's no vegetables around, you're just doing daily, weekly challenges. You could just cook up the meat, and even though it's not going to benefit you, you're still going to count for the daily, weekly challenge, okay? Alright, let's go ahead. We're going to go to our cooking station, and the vast majority of these recipes we automatically learn by picking up meat, by picking up vegetables, so just an FYI. Let's go ahead here. We're going to cook some stuff here. We got some corn soup here, right? Let's go ahead. Again, another simple recipe. Alright, good stuff. Back out. And of course, we do have valuable camp resources that we can use. You hear me talk about this Mirelurk steamer. Mirelurk steamer hasn't been in the atomic shop for quite some time, but once it does, it's definitely worth its weight in gold. Doesn't matter if you're a carnivore or a herbivore, it's a time saver. That's the main reason for it. You can check out the video I made last year, but basically not only collects meat, but it cooks it at the same time, so it counts as a cooked meal. It's a huge time saver. If you're a person like myself who's constantly working short on time, it's definitely worth its weight in gold. And of course, we all know about this Pemmican Collector, page 11 in the Season 17 Season Pass. You can check out that video I made just last week. Again, Pemmican is awesome. It is also considered a cooked meal. Good thing about Pemmican, it also doesn't spoil, so it's pretty awesome as well. Alright, so many all kinds of products on us here. Just in case you don't have this stuff, I still show you some ways. You can get some vegetables. You can make your corn soup or your razor grain soup, whatever you want. You go after some animals down there in Flatwoods. Shouldn't be a problem. Let's go ahead here. Food and drink section, Jim. Let's start at the top. Let's drink this corn soup. Now again, as you can see, I'm a carnivore. But we're going to start off with the corn soup just to show you how it counts. That's the main reason why I do it. You see how it counted. Now you see I already had some done already because we did it in our daily challenge video. We're going to cook eat the cooked soft shell meat from the Mirelurk steamer. Where's the pemmican? Get some pemmican here. Got all kinds of pemmican on me. All kinds of her. Ribeye steak. And we crafted ourselves. There we go. Eat a cooked meal 30 for 30. Just like that. Simple. And look at that. It's sun's coming up. Sweet. I feel like I've been all day doing this. Not too bad, you know, 55. We'll call it 55 minutes. Not too bad. The Mirelurk thing really put us back a little bit, but it is what it is. And we're done. Again, we have all week to do the weekly challenges. I like to do it all in one sitting, just because. And if I can do it, anyone can. You guys can get them done a lot quicker than me. I'm just doing a lot of talking, explaining, a lot of yapping. But I like to kind of help people out, you know. There you guys go. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and share when you have the chance. It really helps me out. I'd like to thank my channel members, Artistically Arranged, Boogaloo Bronson, Michael Edwards, Nigel Wiffen, Heather, Whitetribe, Starwin 138, Robco, Mr. Shelton, Drake Stamps. Thank you all so very much. And I hope you all have a nice day.